Hi, today we will see a stepped bar analysis using ANSYS software. A stepped bar is made of two materials joined together as shown in figure. The bar is subjected to an axial tensile force of 10 kN as shown in figure. Determine the displacement and stresses of each of the section using one disc bar element. In this case, E1 is equal to 200 GPa and E2 is equal to 120 GPa. So we can see a stepped bar here. The first section that is having a cross section of 200 mm square and a second section that is having a cross section of 180 mm square, and a force is acting axially 10 kN around the axis of the bar, and the bar is supported at one end and a force is acting at the other. Now let us see how to obtain the solution of this problem using ANSYS software. Initially, we need to open the ANSYS software. So I have opened it here. Double click static structure. Change the name of the analysis here as stepped bar analysis. Then go to engineering data by double clicking on this. In this case, the step bar is made of two materials. So let us add the two materials one by one. Click here and type material 1. Now we need to assign the properties for this material 1. So double click on isotropic elasticity. Then we want to consider the unit in MPa. Type the modulus of elasticity here, that is 2 into 10 to the power 5 megapascal. So 2e5. Again, in this analysis, Poisson's ratio does not have any effect on the output or on the result. So we can take it as a 0. So we have assigned the first material and its properties. Now let us add the second material. So I am naming it as mat2, and then again I want to assign the property to this material by double clicking on that isotropic elasticity. Again, unit should be in MPa. The second material is having the property of 1.2 megapascal. So 1.2 e to the power 10 to the power 5. Again, Poisson's ratio can be considered as 0. So here we have added two materials along with their properties. So now we can close this engineering data. The next task, that is to create the geometry. Let us create the geometry. Go to geometry, right click, new design module geometry. In this case, the step bar consists of two different cross sections, and the first cross section is having a length of 20 mm and the second one is having a length of 60 mm. So let us first set the units in millimeter. Then go to create, point, definition, manual input. Then create the first point at the default position of 000 mm, generate. Then again go to create. The second point will be at a distance of 20 mm along x-axis. Go to point, then manual input. Here type 20 mm, generate. So second point is generated. Go to create for the third point. Then the third point should be at a distance of 80 mm from the origin. So point, manual input, and here 80 mm from the origin. So we have created the points here. Generate. So we have created the points here. Now we can see the points by zooming in. So go to zoom and we can see we have got these points. This is the first point at the origin. The second point is at a distance of 20 mm from the first point, and again this third point is at a distance of 80 mm from the origin. The distance between the second and third point is 60 mm. So let us join these points by means of lines. So concept lines from points. Select first point and again the second point using the control and click. So the line is created. Say apply, generate. Then again repeat the procedure to join the point second and third. So go to concept, lines from point, select second point, then using control and click select the third point, apply, then generate. So here the second line is created. Then go to operation, then open this and select add position, because both the components, that is component that is created by the first line and second line, they are made of the same different material. So we have chosen here the add position, then generate. So here we have got two parts, two bodies. So if you open here, so we can see here two parts, two bodies are produced. Open here, then select both the bodies, select the second body using the control and click, then right click and here click on form new part. So now we can see that two bodies are combined to produce a single part. So you can see here one part, two bodies. This is required because the force is acting at the end of the second body, and the force should be transmitted through the component. So we have got now here single component. So now again we need to add the cross section to this body. So go to cross section, rectangular. So one of the cross section is 200 mm square. So I am going to take the dimension here 20 by 10 to obtain that cross section of 200 mm square. So 20 into 10, that is 200. So the first rectangle is created, then generate. Now again we want to add the second cross section. So go to concept, cross section, rectangular. The second cross section is having a dimension of 180 mm square. So here I am going to consider the cross section of 18 into 10. So 18 mm by 10 mm. So we have click here, we have changed the dimension here as 18 and 10. So 18 into 10, that is 180 mm square. And now generate. Now we want to attach these cross section to the respective bodies. So again open here, then select line body first, then here select the first rectangle that is having a dimension 20 by 10 mm, and then again select second body, and again here select the second rectangle, that is of 18 by 10 mm. Then go to generate. So now we can see that the stepped bar is generated. So go to view and cross section solids. A stepped bar is produced here. So the model is created. Now we can close this window. Here the geometry is created. Now we can go for the meshing. So double click on model. So we can see the model here. Now go to view, select cross section solids. Then now we want to apply the material on the first step and again on the second step. So go to geometry, open it, then again open the part, select the first body, then go to material assignment, click here, select the first material, then again go to second body, then select the again material assignment, select second material. Now we have assigned both the materials at both the steps one by one. Now mesh, right click, generate mesh. So we can see the meshing is done. Click on the Z axis to change the orientation of the body. Now we want to apply the boundary conditions. So go to static structure, supports, fixed support, as the body is supported on the left hand side end by means of a fixed support. Then make sure that this vertex filter is on. Then click on the vertex, apply. A fixed support is applied here. Now again we know that the force is acting here along the axis of the bar on the right hand side. So again select static structure, then loads, then force, then select the vertex and apply. In this case we want to define the force by means of a component. So open here, select component, and the force is acting along the x-axis. So change the x component of force as 10,000 Newton. So we have applied the necessary boundary conditions. You can see a force is acting along the x-axis and it is having a value of 10,000 Newton. Now we can go for solution. So go to solution. In this case we want to obtain the deformation of the beam. So go to solution, then deformation, total deformation, then click on total deformation, solve. So solution is done, and now we can see the maximum deformation in this stepped bar, that is 0.032778 millimeter. So you can see the unit here, and again you can see the deflection here, and the maximum deflection is here at the end. So this is the solution regarding the deflection of the or deformation of the bar. Now again we want to find out the stresses in the bar. So again click the solution, then go to tools, select beam tool, then stress, and in this case the stress induced, that is direct stress, select it, then click on the direct stress, right click, evaluate. Okay, so you can see the solution of the stresses here. So in this section the stress induced is maximum and it is 55.556 MPa, and in this section, in this step, we can say the step induced, that is 50 MPa. Again we can see the stresses here in the results, that minimum stress induced is 50 MPa and the maximum stress induced in this step bar, that is 55.556 MPa. So this is the solution of this problem. So thanks for watching.